So if you ever find yourself in Skagway, there is a trail up to what's called Lower and Upper Dewey Lake. Yeah, here, look at the trail. Look at the nice cliff down. Yeah, that's not scary at all. Okay, so I look down and, you look at nature and see things that are, well, I mean, I don't know any better. But, logically thinking. You see all this. And I decided to look up to see what might have been doing. And just about 6 feet up in the air above my head, there's just this little guy who's staring at me, wondering what I'm doing and trying to be calm about stuff, I guess. I don't know. Or he's about ready to pounce on my head. Who knows? I will tell you, being an extrovert, doing this type of work, traveling around the world alone, especially with a family, it's hard, And you'd think being an extrovert, you just want to do everything and go out and be everywhere. But it tends to be introverted people that end up doing these things alone. Extroverts, at least from my understanding, is we get a lot of our energy from other people and being in the group setting of that. So when you're on your own, you just have to get it from yourself, where introverted people love this kind of hiking thing on their own because they're alone and they don't have to drain their social battery. But I will say that if you are extroverted and you have that weird feeling, it's like, what's the point? You don't have anyone to share it with. Just push through it. Like, you're not going to get this kind of an experience if you always have to do it with somebody else and you don't have that person with you. So I push myself to do one-in-a-lifetime experiences regardless of. So, whether you're introverted, just push. Go out and do it. You're going to be happier to do this kind of stuff. I mean, how often do you get to say that? I mean, if you live here, that's one thing. But, where else are you going to see views like this? All right, came to a crossroad here. So we got the Lower Lake Loop, and we could choose to do whatever we want at this point. And there's some cool literature on the hydroelectric project that they made. Let's take the loop. So if you're wondering what that smell is while you're going up this trail, they are so sweet over here, knowing that people would need an outhouse. Yeah, why piss and shit in the woods when you got that? Definitely smell it though. All right, here it is. Dewey Lake System Trail. The Dewey Lake System is designed for multiple users and all these kinds of things. Okay, let's go to the next sign. Oh, perfect. The reservoir and the lower. And I was advised to go towards the lower lake, which looks like an easier path because it's not straight up again. So I'm just gonna go to the lower lake. I hope you agree with that decision. I definitely do. I want to note that I felt very tired again. I'm not at 100%. I've been coughing up green shit for a while now, and a few days. Every morning. It's been great throughout the day. It's awesome. And there was a point over there where I was like, oh, man, they said about 2 hours. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I might need to just turn around and call it what it is. I'm probably not going to get to come back here very soon, if ever. Who knows what life and situation gets to. This is your opportunity. You got to take it. And I'm so glad I did, just for this section that I didn't know that I was going to be able to get to. I mean, look at these natural, beautiful flowers just hanging out that I would have never gotten to see. God. Walk outside. Get into the earth. Do some stuff. Stop looking at a damn screen. Stop looking at my screen right now. I don't even care. I'm only saying it because there are a bunch of people who are going to be in the comments like, oh, you're telling us to get off the screen, but you're telling us through a screen. And that's why. So I'm talking to the people that are on the screen, and I do it too. But go outside. This shit's amazing. Hey, little buddy. You're trying to be real calm. Oh, what's in your ear? Poor thing. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. I'm guessing not. He's so still. Okay, maybe he's dead. Nope, he blinked. Oh, man. This fight or flight scenario that he's in right now. Really cute. Like I said, right up there. How cute is he? Well, let's leave him alone. Bye, little guy. Keep trekking along. I've also gotten to that point where I'm like, crap, I'm really getting tired. But I pushed through, like I said, right? And I know I'll probably end up making it. Hopefully it won't make my cold worse. I might have done more damage than good. Who knows? I feel like being out in nature is always usually a good thing, but using up energy when you need it is not the best either when you're sick. I could be at the end of the cold. Who knows? I don't freaking know. I'll ask ChatGPT and see what it tries to explain to me. That's too long of an explanation. Anyway, what I was going to say is this. I'm now at the point where I don't know if even turning around is going to be shorter than just pushing forward at this point. I've been at this for at least an hour and a half from when I got off the ship to here. So I'm imagining I'm halfway through. I don't know if you guys heard that. Even with my headphones, I could hear that. Oh, it's the trees. So they're, I think, they're so tall. Oh my God. I mean, I wouldn't know feet-wise, but, 3-4 stories high. And I think they're creaking because of them moving back and forth. How strong. Oh my God. It's amazing. Just amazing. I am taking the lower one because that's a lot less aggressive. Yeah, a lot less aggressive. Or at least from what I understand, it's way longer for Upper Dewey Lake than where I'm going. So this is the thing you should do when you're in Skagway in Alaska. Yeah, definitely a cool hike so far. Okay, I found this really cool rock structure. Oh yeah, I need a break. Definitely need a good break. I'm getting pretty worn out, feeling my energy levels getting very low. And this looks like a beautiful place to take a breath and meditate. Oh God, this is gorgeous. And it's soft right here, so. All right, here we go. Whew. Okay, so I made the loop. I am back where I started. And it's just always funny that when you're going up, it's so hard. But when you're going down, it's easier, but harder because you're scared from the fact that you can tumble at any moment. Fun. Okay, got my audiobook in, listening to Alan Watts. Figured that would be very appropriate for this type of trek. I feel like I'm about halfway around, and there's a nice little path that goes to this open area, so this has been very exciting. Except for the fact that I feel like I gotta take a dump, and that outhouse is looking pretty sexy right now, but it's not gonna happen. So, already soaked, and I was definitely feeling tired. But there's this point at around 15-20 minutes in that your adrenaline dumps, or you're feeling the drag on your body, and your body's like, I don't like this, let's not do this. You have to push past that. Once you do, you start to get that bit of energy that your body's like, all right, so we have no choice. And you start to feel a little bit better. I don't think a lot of people push through that, but I noticed that in a lot of things, like when you do cold plunges. You last 30 seconds in a cold plunge, it's way easier after that for 30 seconds. Then you can stay in there as long as you need to. But this is just me. I'm not just sick and sweating. I'm probably the reason why I think I am. I just sweat like this crazy amounts to begin with. It's nuts. But I have been climbing for the last 15 minutes and probably still have another 15 to go. Okay, you hear that? That is that noise. And it goes down. And if you're wondering why they made this, you got hydroelectric power coming through here. Very interesting. Unbelievable view. Oh my God. This is absolutely gorgeous. Y'all have to come. This is just amazing. Amazing. Okay. It was, I don't even know how long. I hyperlapsed it. I don't care. I don't want to take a time limit on this kind of a thing or know how long I was out here. What does it really matter? It matters what your facilities and... Oh, little chipmunk was pissed. Wonder if he's mad that I'm talking. Maybe I shouldn't be talking. Maybe I should just sit with this. I feel tingly. I feel better. I could just be the meditating. There's a cute little... Oh, it's a squirrel. Definitely hungry. For once on this trip. I need to do more of this no matter where I am. Do you ever feel like you're not enough? It's funny, I was meditating on that idea. It's been rough. And I'm realizing that I've created all the roughness. I could look at it as just another step. That this is maybe the bad time. Or the rebuilding time. Or the building. Whatever you want to call it. But it's been more rough because of how I've looked at it. I think I'm okay. Actually better than okay. I think I'm finally starting to see the light. And probably because I'm allowing myself to. We are the perpetuator of our own reality. From what I've learned. And I think my refusal to see the light and to live in the drama and the problems, I'm finally taking responsibility for it. And if you want to believe in signs, apparently the sun comes out when I have this revelation. And speak it into the world. Maybe it's the culmination of a reel that I heard, which is just a reminder that the old version of you needs to die. You need to kill it so you can own the next version. And I think I've been fighting that. I don't think I wanted the old version to die, even though it has to die. People are afraid of change. God, do you live in perpetual, what's the word? Conflict, because everything's always changing. Your body is constantly changing. Your mind is constantly changing. Everything around you is changing. How do you not just go with it? Time to let go. This is part of the loop. I don't know what else there's going to be to look at. Probably a ton more, but you can't beat this kind of view. Look up there. So quiet, except for people. And there's actually, you can't see it right now, but they have a little business over there where you can rent pedal boards. But we're over here, and this is the way to continue my journey. And that up there, Devil's Punch Bowl, which sounds amazing. And I would love to do that, but I ended up running. From meditating, I got this burst of energy or bit of clarity. I don't know. I ended up being able to run a little bit, and it was great. Felt awesome. Feeling a little bit like, again, the waves. I definitely can't do this. Not just worrying about energy, but time. I gotta get back to the ship. And we have to be all aboard by, let's see, 7 o'clock. And from what I understand, that's a good few hours. I don't know how much more. And it's just not a good idea. So, I am happy for the adventure I'm taking, and I will continue on it, but I definitely need to get back to the ship at one point, and I'm going to make this choice to follow this little beautiful creek that is following this path, which is really cute. I keep on saying the word cute, and it just flows into the lake, where the paddle boards are going to be, so that's exciting. You know, walking, climbing up, you know, it's hard. You know, you're stepping up, constantly doing ups. Ups are so hard. Jumping at, great comedian said that. But when you have to go down this, and hope you don't slip and fall down that, which is really nice cliff. Physically, going up is hard. Mentally, going down is massively difficult. You're like, don't die, don't die. And when, especially, you brought the wrong type of shoes. Yeah, it did not pack well for this trip at all. Should have had my hiking shoes, should have had a hoodie, should have had a lot of things. But guess what? I survived. And I also think about those videos where you see people, well, obviously I live there and grown up there, in sandals climbing up crap like this, like it's nothing. So, they can do it, I can do it. Yeah, bullshit. You are not one of those people. By the way, again, better depiction of the cliff of going down and why it seems a little bit scary. All right, we did it. And I forgot to make the beginning of the video. So, by the way, we hiked that mountain. all the way to the other side of it where the lake is. And I believe we went up all the way this way, around that little cliffside from what I could tell, and then back up. I'd have to look in GPS to really see what it is, but not realizing I was about to do this. But I hope you enjoyed the journey. This place is gorgeous. I mean, look at everything around here. You get to look at this for free every day. It's just amazing. Though you have to live in Skagway, probably an amazing place to live. Don't have enough time to really see how that ends up working out, but I'm gonna go check out a little bit of this town. All right, well, thanks for the journey.